Hello, Dakota here. Today I'm doing the Sandy Cave guide for Hurston. There are 7 of them here, all below 100 kilometers. I personally don't have as much luck here as I do in Daymar, but it is all luck, so who knows. Okay, now the first one is Cave 20. It is possibly the easiest cave to find in the entire game. If you just head to HDMS Upper Eye, and it's a bearing of 82.8. And the reason it's very easy to find is because you only have to go 14 kilometers. 13.4 kilometers, as you can see on screen. And it's pretty big, actually. It's one of the larger caves as well, so it's deceptively big because there's one little passage inside which, if you miss, it seems very small. But if you get it, then you can go really far down. Come to Cave 19, also at HDMS Upper Eye. So you get to bearing 237 and a distance of 67.9 kilometers. This one's just out in the middle of nowhere, so you should be able to see it quite easily. There aren't even too many rocks to complicate things. Okay, so the next one is Cave 21. Now this one's actually quite far, but it's also upper A, so I thought I'd show all 3 together because then you can just blast the 3. Like I said, you start at HDMS upper A, HDSF. And you go to a bearing of 109.7 and a distance of 99.1 kilometers. Next is Cave 32. Here you now move to HDSF Rufus. And it's a bearing of 164.8. And you fly a distance of 75.3 kilometers. Now the thing with Rufus is that it's on the pole, so any bearing you do actually move, you're going to find the bearing goes off immediately, so you will need to just fly in a straight line. I'm going to show you next just a quick video of how the bearing changes. Even though I'm going completely straight, the bearing changes completely. You can either fly up in space and then fly with the stars, or spam tracking, or here we go. You see, I'm going completely straight, but you'll see the bearing just goes down and down and changes completely, even though I'm going completely straight. So the best way to do this is to fly straight and choose a landmark in the distance and just aim towards that. And then as soon as you reach that, choose the next landmark and fly to that. If it's nighttime, you just spam scan and do exactly the same thing. Okay, the next cave is Cave 34, which again is HDSF Rufus. And you head on a bearing of 231.3. And you fly for 77.4 kilometers. It always seems to be nighttime at Hurston. It's really weird. No matter where I am, it's always nighttime. Okay, the next cave is cave 33, which is a small cave. Again, HDSF Rufus. Now, here, I've actually accepted the mission assistant defending site, which is at Rufus. So I do advise you, if it's possible, to actually accept the missions, because you can fly right down. It makes it so much easier to find the starting point. And you can also use it to find your bearings. So yeah, HDSF Rufus, and you head on a bearing of 155.9. You fly for 89.6 kilometers. If you find it difficult, I've left triangulation at the beginning of each section, and you can just use those to navigate. So you just make sure you're a certain amount of distance from each point, which I've mentioned. And finally, cave 27, which is again HDSF Rufus. So here you get a bearing of 97.7. And you fly for 89.8 kilometers. And that's it. 7 caves that should be a little bit easier for you to find. Please like and subscribe. The likes tell me that you like me doing these kind of videos, and the subscriptions really help us. Much obliged, and I bid you farewell.